Welcome to City Beat, your source for the latest news and information here in the city of Rocky Mount. In this week's episode, we are focusing on how to keep your dogs safe and secure.
It's okay. This is Annie, the one that's running around here. The biggest complaints we get in the city are animals running at large or stray animals. Kind of hard for us to tell because if they lose their collar, we don't know, which is which basically. But and nuisance animals. We do receive several complaints about barking dogs or dogs going in other people's property and defecating. Keeping your animal secure is very important. It is important to consider the size and breed of your dog when choosing a collar. And as far as securing your animals, there's several different methods for securing either harnesses, leashes. We don't want to use like the choker chains or the training chains. The dogs, once they loosen up, they slip out of them. I've got a couple of collars here, for example. I prefer or suggest using the buckled collar because once you buckle it in and it fits, it's not coming apart. The issue, and these are okay for walking your dog, but if you're securing your dog with a cable or chain or whatever, if something touches these, you can see how easy that is to pop loose. And then now we've got a loose / stray dog in the area. But we usually suggest the buckle. If you have larger animals or larger dogs, the wider collar is better. And if you can see here, it is a double latch buckle. All right, it's very strong, less likely to pop loose again like the plastic clip ones. Harnesses is also another method, but you have to be careful with harnesses. If the dog is pulling from you, it's fine, it can't get out of it. But if they turn around, it's like one of us taking a t-shirt off. They can turn around, a lot of times they can pull right out of it. So the best thing is just a good sturdy either nylon or leather collar that's got the buckle on it and not the plastic clips. Several different methods for keeping your animals outside. My favorite is the fenced-in yard. Minimum requirements is 4 feet for a chain link fence as this. Now over here, this is 6 foot tall, but the minimum requirements is 4 feet. As you can see Annie here, she's going to be running around and she's got this whole area now to cover. Now this is, to me, this is the perfect scenario, is have a really nice fenced-in yard for your animal, plenty of water to drink and a good dog house, and you'll have a happy animal. And also what you want to do is you want to check your fence periodically. Dogs love to dig and all that, so you want to check under your fence, make sure that it's secure underneath. Also you want to check the wire ties on these because sometimes they can come loose or whatever. And also you want to check your latches on your fence and your hinges to make sure that they're not shifting and opening up so the fence might fall over. And this is another method for keeping your animal safe and secure. This is a kennel. This one's a 10 by 10 premium kennel because it's made with those metal bars, but they also make them out of chain link. And what this does, this allows your animal to run around a little more freedom, less likely to get tangled up in cables or chains or anything like that. And also, this is actually mobile. Invisible fences is another good option to keep your animal safe and secure. 2 methods. One is a wireless system which sends out a signal. The other is a wired system that's actually buried into the ground, and it also sends a signal to the collar. Now, in order to have a wireless or invisible fence, you have to have a prominent permanent sign in your yard stating that you have one installed. Now, if you get a dog that pulls a lot and the ground gets wet, a lot of times they'll pull this out of the ground. So I would suggest either put it in concrete or go to the next step, which is one that actually you drive down in the ground like a fence stake. Each end has to have a swivel on it and this is not only our local ordinance but state statute about having a swivel on each end. This way it doesn't get tangled up, okay? This is a tie out. Again, this one is rated for an animal up to 150 pounds. It's a twist, it's a corkscrew style when you screw it down in the ground. You do have to inspect these periodically because if this jacket cracks open, moisture can get in there and it can rust out this cable. If it ever gets kinked and the dog hits it real hard, they can snap it in two. So you need to check this periodically. I would say if you could check it once a week. It's pretty easy to do as far as running your hand across it, like so, and just look it over really good. You also want to concentrate on looking at this swivel here, and I'll try to bring it up closer for you. There's a little nub in here. This will eventually wear out, so you want to keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't pull out. I've actually brought dogs in that's had just this part hanging on their collar, so you'll definitely want to keep an eye on that. It's just be a responsible pet owner and check this stuff as you go. All right, so this Annie now is hooked up to a chain. This chain right here has a brake strength of 1,000 pounds. This is about all you're going to need for your animal, but you will need to check this, kind of like the jacketed cable. You will have to check this periodically because there's nothing in this world that with wear and tear it's going to give out, right? So you want to check your links, make sure that it's not thinning out around the area right here. This is not acceptable. There is no reason why you should have this wrapped around your dog's neck. This is a logging chain. This is what you pull tractors out of mud in and all this stuff. Can you imagine? Come here, Annie. Come here, baby. She goes, no, I ain't getting put on that thing. Come here, baby. Annie. Come here. You see that? You don't want this on the dude. She ain't even want to come close to me. But guys, this is about 5 feet of chain, and it weighs 7 pounds. When if you tried to do a 15-foot run of this, I mean, you're talking, 100, 150 pounds that animal's going to have to lug around. It's not good for the animal. It's not good for their joints, and there is no reason to have your dog on a chain this big.
Anyone who has questions or wants an animal services officer to conduct a home visit to make sure their dog is being kept outside in a safe and secure manner can call 252-972-1390. Archived episodes can be seen on City TV 19 and our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.